Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Okay, so in the last call, we discussed about the string indexing, slicing, and formatting, and all the data types. So, any question on this? So, there was one open question last time on the string is immutable. How string is immutable, right? So, I would like to
Yes.
show you when we are saying string immutable, it means that we cannot change the value. Whatever the string is assigned to a variable, that variable value we can change, but whatever the actual string is there, that we cannot change. Okay, so yes, on that day we try to call the string.replace method. Okay, and we try to check the output of that, but replace is a method which is making that change and returning some new string, but actually it's not changing the actual value. Okay, so let's take one example here.
Sir, your screen not visible.
My screen not visible?
Yeah.
No, sir, please share your screen.
Just a second. Hope now it's visible, right?
No, sir.
It's not visible?
Yes. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now it's visible.
Is
Right?
loading. Is
Okay.
loading.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Is visible.
So, last time what we discussed, okay, we take one example employee name. Just I'm taking the name and I will say Heravat here, right? And if I will try to run it, employee underscore name, it will give me this value. Okay. So, if I am saying employee underscore name dot replace A with S, right? So what did it replace the A with S, the capital A, because we looked for the capital A. It give the but if I will again try to check the value of employee name, the employee name is still Anil Sehrawat. Okay, so there is no change happened to the actual value of employee name. Only whatever replace and whatever the methods are there, those are going to create a separate string. If you saw here, right? I replaced it, but the actual variable still having this value. So to get this value, we need to create a new variable. Okay, new employee name. If I will try to check the value of new employee name, then it will have this replaced value, right? So in this way, strings are immutable. The actual strings value is not changing. It is still Anil Sehrawat, whatever the value was assigned earlier, but whatever the methods you are using inside it, and that I also showed you, right? If I am trying to assign a direct value to it, suppose if I am saying that you change the index first value to S, it is going to throw the error. It will not run successfully. Okay, you saw that string object does not support item assignment because it is an immutable string. You cannot change this. Yeah, but if we talk about this, if I am saying that employee name itself I am giving some other value, okay, so then the variable will can change its value because it's a variable assignment. That is the basic thing of the variable, right? The variable will change its value. Okay, it's clear now how strings are immutable.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So any question still now on the slicing and anything? Did you guys did your homework?
Yes. Yes, sir. Also.
Okay, you received your homework, and you did it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
We can share a screen.
Sure,
I
sure,
can
sure.
share a screen.
Yeah, just a second. So what homework I give you guys, right? Just a second, let me go one level up.
Not receive.
Yeah, Python exercise number and string formats. Okay, just a second. The exercise I given you. Let me go back to my computer once again. Let me go from here itself. Okay, Python exercise number set. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so can someone tell me how to use the fstring method here to print this data? What should I write? You guys can simply tell me. What should I write here? I mentioned this string formatting exercise, right? Use fstring format and use these two variables there, right? If you guys did your exercise, you can tell me. Any one of you?
Yes, sir. Like print,
Okay.
bracket,
Yeah.
F, single inverted comma. Okay. After that, like my name is and double curly braces, and my age is double curly braces.
Okay. Next.
After that, comma.
After that, comma. Okay.
No, in this we can write it like in that curly braces, name and age.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Yeah.
So now
And
name
after
and value
that,
change. Yeah, correct.
yeah.
So now can anyone else tell me the formatting method, how to format a string? Suppose I am taking the same thing here, right? but instead of this name, suppose here I want to change this dynamic value from the name and age. Can anybody tell me what else I need to write here?
Okay, sir. So for that, dot format is used.
Okay, dot
Dot
format.
format. In the bracket, used name and age. Means name first and then comma age. Yeah. So name change in the place of curly braces. Yeah.
If there is any another way to use it in this print format itself.
Yeah, like old style method we also used.
Okay. Now within format also, can we use with some other way?
Yes, sir. Assign an variable and can be used.
Variable are
Like
already
like
sent in the
name,
top, right?
like print command name before name n equal to name and a equal to age. Then we can use here.
Okay, n equal to name and a
Yeah.
equal to age. You are saying
Age.
this, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
And here I will refer the n and a, correct?
A. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So this is fine, guys. Till now, whatever we covered, this is the main thing. The other things I don't think so are much. Here, just I ask you to use the existing method. To how to use one method? Simply text one dot, press the tab. You will come to know what all methods are there, right? And then you can start using that method. If I am saying use upper, it will use this upper. Okay. So those are straightforward. Good. So today we are going to continue further on the list, tuple, dictionary and set. Okay. So can anybody tell me what is list?
Sir, sir, one question is here. When I practice this string, so one issue generated.
Okay, tell me.
Like share screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen, please. I'm
Yes.
stopping my sharing. Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah. Sir, suppose here is a issue not understand because some like it's
so slicing and indexing, you have the question basically, right? Slicing.
Yeah.
So what? How the slicing works? Slicing is saying that what is the start index, what is the end index, and what is the step interval, right? Those are the three things inside that.
Yeah.
So now, what you are trying to say? Suppose if you are saying that in this student full name 24, cell number 24, right?
Yeah.
You are starting from 0 and you are taking up to fourth, right? You are taking fourth character, right? So whatever it is there, so it will consider those characters here, right?
Yeah.
So next also you are saying that I am starting from 2, okay? Then what it will do? But there is no end index, so it will take till the last. It will start from the 2, right? 0, 1, 2, right? You understand indexing, the positive indexing start from 0, negative index starting from the -1. So what is your exact question here? So where you face the issue?
I have problem in this, like
okay,
in this.
Okay.
When three variable use, then not understanding
Okay.
what
So
work.
okay. Basically, what is the string? Let's scroll up. Okay. To copy this particular cell, whatever the cell you are using, where you have the, or you can copy this student. Yeah, copy this cell and go back to the cell where you declare the variable. Scroll up. Yeah, here start using it. Yeah, press it. Okay. Now let's understand it. What we are saying here, we are saying that the string will start from the second index. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the second index is the R. It will start from the R. It will go up to fourth, right? So what is the fourth? A, right? But you are saying that you will use the interval of 3. There is no actual interval here of the 3, right? Instead of 4, if you will say that, remove the 4 from here itself. Currently, I will tell you both scenarios. Simply remove the 4. Yeah, that's all. Remove 4. Yeah. Now try to run it. Simply run this cell. Shift enter. R, B, N, right?
N.
You saw there R comes. After that, 2 characters were skipped and then the B come, right? Then another 2 characters skip and then the N came, right? So in this way, when we are saying step 3, it means that -1, okay? Because indexing always comes with the 0, right? So it skipped the 2 character and it did it. But when you are writing 4 here, Between those
Yeah.
character nothing is there. So what it will do? It will not give you any character, right? Instead of
Okay.
4 now
Okay.
you can say what is the length of this? 4 to 6 or for 10. You can say 10 or 9. Okay, you can say 10 or 9 here between where you earlier wrote
0,
the 4,
1, 2,
right?
3, 9.
Yeah. So instead of
Yeah.
where you wrote the earlier 4, just write the 10 here now. Between these columns, write 10.
Here.
Yeah, yes. Now rerun it again. Okay, again it gives the same output because now it has at least something to run. But whatever the scenario you considered, your start and end index don't have any interval at all. Okay, so how it can step? If there is no interval between things, how you can step? Okay, so there should be some
Okay.
interval. Instead of 10, you can say 6. Then it will 6 or 7. Say 7 and run it again. Yeah, you saw RB. It did not cover the n, right? So because there is some characters between from 2 to 7. You
Okay.
understand it now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, any other thing?
Thanks. No. Okay.
Just scroll. Can you scroll down? I just saw an error in your code somewhere.
Actually,
Yeah,
I generated error.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it will generate the error because you are trying
Yeah.
to change a immutable string that you cannot do. Okay, fine.
It's practice one.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I'm sharing my screen now. It's good you guys did this thing. Okay. We should do it every day. So can anybody tell me what is string? Sorry, what is list?
Ordered object
It's a
sequence of
yeah. Go ahead, please.
ordered sequence.
Yeah, order sequence of objects.
Object, yes.
Okay. So you can put any kind of object inside this. You can put a string, you can put a number, you can put a dictionary, you can put tuples, you can put sets, you can put any kind of object. You can create one class and you can create that object, right? So it's a order sequence of objects. Okay. And we are going to cover the tuples also. So what is tuple? Tuple is a order immutable sequence of object. Here, read the word immutable, right? Immutable means again you cannot change anything in the tuples. Okay, so that is the difference between list and tuples. And the way however we are declaring or initializing a list, like we are starting with the square bracket, and here we are starting with normal bracket, ending with square bracket, ending with normal bracket. Fine. Okay. So what are the different methods of a list? Okay. So list contains multiple methods, but whichever are commonly used, like append. Suppose you have a string, you have a list here, fruits. Okay, if you want to append some item to it, say you want to append the mango, so the mango is appended to this. Suppose that was your existing list. Okay, if you want append, will always insert the at the end of the list. Okay, so I am going to explain you because we are going to use this method now. Okay, after in our hands-on lab. Okay, so what append is doing? It is adding the item always at the end of list. What is the insert is doing? Insert, we are providing the index also. Yet which index? At a specific item at a position. If I want to say that he add the orange at position 1. So in this existing list, whatever our actual list was there, this 3 items list was there, in that it added the orange at the first. So you can again confuse, right? Why it added here? Because indexing start from 0. Right? If I am saying 0, it will add here. Now I said that 1, so it's added here. Okay. So extend items. So there are some scenarios whenever I have a list A and I have a list B, right? It having some item 1, 2, 3, 4, right? L1. Okay. If I want to extend this list with this particular items, okay, so I can add a list to like this with the extend method. Like I have already a fruit list which contains the apple, banana and cherry. Inside it I want to extend a further list which contains the 2 items, grapes and kiwi. So in that scenario I can use the extend method. You saw here, right? Now these 2 items also got added to this particular existing list. Okay. Remove, you can remove an item by passing the value to it. If I am saying that I want to remove this particular banana from this list, now the banana will removed. Okay, but the good thing is this, we should read it. Remove the first occurrence of a value. When we are saying list, we can add the duplicate value also. There is no such rule you cannot add the duplicate value. So remove will always remove the first occurrence of a value. If banana occurs here 2 times, then it will only remove the first occurrence, not the second occurrence. Okay. There is another item, pop, okay, which removes and return the element at the index. By default, if you are not passing the index, it will remove the last item and it will give you this particular item. Okay. So now out of this, what it did, if I am saying that he remove one item, so what is the last item inside it? Our list, cherry, right? So it removed the cherry and it gives you that item. Okay. So clear, if you really don't need that list, you can by default assign it to empty. That's all. Empty array, right? Empty list. So these are again some calculations method here. Index, if you want to find the index of a particular item where the apple exists, in our, what was our list? Our list was apple, banana and cherry, right? So what is the index of apple here? 0, 1, 2. So if I am going to find the apple, it will give me that index. If I want to count the element of this, 0, 1, 2, there are 2 items, it will give me 2. If I want to sort this, okay, suppose this is my another list here, I want to sort it, it will sort it in this way, right? If I want to reverse this, I can call the reverse method. And you know that there is another way. If I will write this -1 also, that will also reverse the things. Because we saw this in the list, strings, right? When we were taking the example of this. So if you will define the index as a -1 in the stepper, it will automatically reverse this. Okay. So there are some scenarios where you don't want to actually affect the actual list. Suppose this is my list 1, okay, and I want to assign this to another list called L2, L2 equal to L1. Okay. If I will simply assign this, if I am doing some operation on this, suppose L2 I say that remove banana, right? It is going to remove that banana from there because here it's a deep copy. Okay, sorry, here it is addressing it, so it will remove this from that. So to avoid this kind of problem, so we use the copy method, which will return a shallow copy. Here when I am doing it, it is a deep copy. Now if I use the copy method, it is going to use the shallow copy. So then in that case, it will not impact the original list, and whenever I am saying that he copied, it will assign the new identical list, whatever the list I created. Fine. So any question on whatever the methods we discussed for the list? So these are the methods we discussed. I would take it now. If you guys are not asking, then I will progress further. Okay. So how you guys want to progress? You want to progress the tuple also side by side and then go to the hands-on lab, or you want to first go on the hands-on lab for the list and then you want to read the tuple? Tuples is a very small thing. Okay, tuples don't have much method also because it's immutable. You cannot actually modify or do anything inside it, right? So it only supports 2 methods, count and index. Count will return you the count of that particular item and index will return you the first occurrence of that item. Okay, and we already read what is tuple. Tuple is a list of immutable object where we cannot change the value. Fine. Okay, so let's go on the hands-on lab for this. Python number string format, Python list. Yeah, this is the exercise. Sorry, I created you for that, not the actual. Let me go on. So now we are going to do the hands-on for this list and tuples. Okay. So I already created some examples. Okay, here. Let me remove all this. Okay. So how to create a list? By just using some curly bracket, some square bracket and assign some value inside it. Okay, I can assign some numeric value to this, I can assign some string value to it, whatever the kind of values I want to assign. Suppose here I assign A, then I assign B. Okay, so this is the way how we usually declare a list, okay, and assign the value to it. So now which method I should use to count the item inside this list? Can anybody tell me? Count is the method, right?
Count, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I did not pass the list. What happened? Sorry, I am doing something wrong here. Just a second. Student list. I created one list. I want to create the item. Find the item inside this list. What item it needs? I'm a bit surprised on this. Just give me 1 second. Oh, sorry. Yeah. The count is not going to give the item inside this list. Okay, that is the length method used for that. Okay, So count basically used to count the occurrence of a particular variable inside the list. Now it is going to give me the occurrence of this. Suppose if I will add here 1, 1, 3 more times, and if I will try to count it, now it will give me the count as a 4. Count is used to find the occurrence of a particular object inside the list. Okay. And if I want to check the how many items are inside this, can anybody tell me what I will use now? How I can find the length of a particular object, a sequence? We used this earlier. We need to use the length method to consider the length of a particular thing. The 12 items are there inside it. List don't have a specific item or any method which will tell you how long it is. Len is a common object which always work on the sequence. Okay. If I will create a tuple also, if I will create the length of the student name also in this case, right? It will give me the length of this particular thing, 12. 12 are the character inside this. So to calculate the length of a sequence, length is the method. Okay. Now I want to add a new item, say C inside it. What I need to do?
Insert.
I want in this list I want to add another item. What method I should use?
Insert method.
Okay, insert. Okay. So what insert need?
Index and value.
Okay, fine. So where suppose I want to add some value at the 4th position, and the value is C. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me enter and let me check this value. Right? It added another value C here at the index 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay. Now I want to add multiple item inside it. I want to add multiple items. Suppose I want to add A, B are suppose B, C are there, D, E, F. I want to add the D, E, F to this particular list. What I need to do? I want to keep it interactive. Okay, I need to use the extend method.
Yeah, extend method.
Yeah. Sorry. I did not close the bracket. It is thinking that I am writing within the bracket. So that's the reason it was automatically taking that indentation. Okay. So now all these items added here. Okay. Now I want to pop out one item out of this. From this list, I need to get one item. Okay, tell me how to find the index of B here.
Index method.
Yes. What I will do, I will pass that particular item inside, right?
Yeah.
So it give me the index of B as a 9. Fine. So this is straightforward. Okay, there are not much things. So our first focus should be how to declare one list. Okay, so this is the way, use the square bracket and define the value inside it. Okay, so we are going to cover this list in more detail because list is a big thing. Okay, I'm not going to cover here, but I will cover it in later stage, which is another topic we will cover called list comprehension. So there we are going to cover in details. Okay, so list is fine. Any question on this list, or you want to take some more example for the list? Let me take one example here. List.pop. List.pop. What it will do? It will give me the last. It will pop out the last item, right? F is the last item. Now student.list. What it will do now? If I will rerun this code again, what will happen? It will pop out E. No. Sorry. It again added it. It will again add this list because the list is again initialized, and it pop out the F and it will do it. So it you saw this, right? Now this item got removed, and if you want to get specific item which got removed, that also you can get from this. If I want to get it, this particular item, which item got removed? Removed item, or item equal to this one, and I want to print the item also. In some scenario we need this, right? F got removed, right? It will not print you two things for. Okay, fine. When you are trying to use the object and try to run it in this way, it will never show you the two values. It will always show you the last object value if I will run it. Okay, it will only this. Yeah, but if I'm using print here, print can use you multiple times. Okay, now it will show the two values. Okay, so this is another thing with this Jupyter. You guys should not confuse. Why my first value was not showing, I used in this manner. Because it will always show the last value once you are running a cell. What is the output of this cell? The final output is this one. If you want to print it at multiple times, you can print it. It will not stop you. Okay. If I want to print this, let me take another example. Print this particular thing, right? I added this item here. I can print it here. I extended this item here. I can print it here, right? So now it will print it multiple times because I am printing it. Printing don't have any limitation. I can print it as many times I want to print it. Okay, fine. Now let's understand the tuples. Okay. So what is a tuples? How you are right? Before I will go here, let me add one more cell. So and let me move it a bit up, and I will keep cursor here. Now you guys can tell me how to declare a tuple. If I need to create one tuple, right? A, B, C is a tuple. So this is the syntax to create a tuple. A, comma, B, comma, C. Okay. Sorry, C. And if I will try to say enter, and I am saying that we print type of object, comma, value of object dot format type of ABC, comma, ABC, right? So we use here formatting also with the format method. We are going to get the type of this, what is the type of this, and what is the actual object. Oh, I did not pass it actually. I need to give the index here. I forget to give the index 0, 1, this one. Okay. Oh, I forget to close the bracket. Somewhere I missed anything. Can anybody correct me here? Oh, this is the problem. The typo problem happening, right? Because I did not insert the curly bracket here. The bracket was inserted wrong here. So, what is the type of this tuple? And what are the value inside it? A, B, C. Okay. So, when we are saying tuples are immutable, right? So, I cannot change this value of this. If I am saying that A, B, C, oh sorry, I don't, and A, B, C, same way, if I am trying to change some value of 0 equal to D instead of A, then it is going to throw me error because the object does not support item assignment. But if I am doing the same thing for this particular student list, right, whatever the example we took here, right, if I want to say here student list item of 0 equal to it's 10, not 1, okay, then it will do it. So it had updated this item as a 10 everywhere, right? So because lists are non-immutable, you can change the value anytime, but tuples are immutable, so you cannot change the value of this. Okay. So it also have same method like if I am saying here B again, right? And I want to get the count of B inside it, so you can use it. It will give you the count of that particular thing, 2. Okay. So tuples only having the two methods. Mainly is to get the count of one item, right, and to get the index of an item if you want to get the index of B. But again the index will always give you the first occurrence. So what it will give you? It will give you 1, right, because B occurs at the first is also. Fine. Any questions on list and tuples? Okay. So this is
Sir,
another, yeah, go ahead.
Can you real-time examples of tuple?
Yeah, I will
Because
give you.
we are not use.
Yeah, I will tell you.
Really.
So this is the below method I just created for that purpose only, right? If
Yeah.
from a method I created one method, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that method is suppose giving you some you want to return 3 variable from that method. Okay, let me take one example of anything. Okay, product details. Okay, I'm just taking one example. Here you want to give me the product ID. Fine, you want to return the product ID. You want to return the product name. Okay, ABC, and you want to return the product description also. Okay, fine.
Yes.
And I am calling this method product details here now, and if I am assigning to this product, okay, and let me print the product here. Product, this we really don't need it. So what it will do? It assigned these 3 values. So from this method you want to return multiple parameters. Suppose you created some calculation inside your method and you want to return those. So in this way you can return it. Now what you can do? You assign this to a single object. But there is another way. If once a method is returning multiple parameter, you can say product underscore ID, comma product underscore name, comma product underscore description, right?
Yes.
This. So because it is returning 3, you should know it from the documentation. It is returning 3. Then only you can assign it because it is returning a tuple of 3 object. So that's the reason I declared these 3 variables and I assigned this value to this. Okay, you saw here, right? Product ID got assigned, name dot assigned, and description dot assigned. So these are the scenarios where we use the tuples. Okay, and the another thing is this good thing. Okay, this is the one example I took from some method. If you want to return it, the another thing is this: you want to create one object, say product. Okay, let me copy paste it here itself. I'm not going to call this method. I'm simply saying that the product. Okay, and so in this way, what is happening? You are creating one object which having 3 values which are static. This can work like a constant to you. These values are never going to change. Okay, and if I want to fetch it, I can fetch it either via the index, wherever I want to use it. So it's a kind of a constant also if you want to create static constant. But a constant people use very less way. Okay. Oh, sorry, I did not print it. So it will always give me the last item. Okay. If I have used the print, it should give me the all the items printed here. So these are the use case of tuples basically. Okay. I will sorry. Fine. Because
Yes.
this value cannot be changed. You cannot change the value of this, right? If you will try to change any value to this, that will not change. Okay. The main thing is this. The main scenario is this. Whatever I discuss. So you should understand from this perspective. Okay. If you want to
Yeah.
return multiple things from there, you can assign it to multiple things. Okay, and which really will not change its value. If somehow you write some code also, that will throw you the error. It will not change that value. Okay. Now let's
Okay.
go back to further dictionary. So what is dictionary? Dictionary is an unordered collection of key and value pair. Okay. So dictionary also support multiple methods like get, to get a value of a particular key. If I want to get a value of a particular key, right? One second. Returns the value of a key. I can use the get method. What it needs the key as a parameter. If I want to get which all keys are exist there, these are the same things. In other languages also we can get the keys method to get all the key. We can call the values method to get all the values. We want to returns the key value pair as a tuple. Okay, then we can use this method as a d dot items. Okay, so this one we will use. Okay, so update, if you want to update a dictionary with another, okay, you can use this update method also. Suppose I have a dictionary here, right? I'm saying that k1 equal to 1 comma k2 equal to 2, like this. Okay, if I want to completely update this object with some other dictionary, this is the method I can do with the update. Okay, pop is another the same method whatever we discussed earlier. Removes the key and return an value if I am passing the index, right? Because this is unordered, you cannot get it via some indexing or something, right? Because to get it you need the key value pair, right? So you need to access anything via key only, you cannot use it. So in the pop item whatever we read in the list, we were passing the index which item, otherwise it will pop out the last item. But here in this case it is different because we need to pass the key. Okay, so once I am saying that pop items, there is a difference here, pop and pop items. Return the last key value pair and removes it. So if I am saying item, so then it understands that we are talking about a specific items, and this particular method will return this. If I am saying pop items, then it will remove this and it will only keep the key1 here. Okay, clear. Again the same method, it will clear the complete things. Copy is also same. If you want to use a cello copy of the dictionary, set default returns the value of a key, add key if not present. Okay, so this is the good thing. So if you are saying a set default, right? If the values are not presented for a particular key, then it will give you a default value. You can set a default value also there. Okay, what it means? I did not set up the value for a key, right? Key 3. I did not set up the key 3 here because my dictionary having K1 and K2, right? So if I am trying to access the K3, what value it should return me by default instead of throwing the error? If I am saying that not available, it can return me not available. Okay, so returns value of a key, adds key if not present. Okay, from keys create a new dictionary from this. Okay, if you want to create a new dictionary, so in this method what you need to use, you need to define the set of values and the keys. Okay, this is another item. If you want to add a single item, sorry, this is set. Yeah, dictionary we covered this method, so we are going to discuss them in the hands-on lab. Okay, so now we are going to set. What is a set? Can anybody tell me? We read it here. Unordered collection of unique object. Order collection, when we are talking about here, right? Whatever the object till now we read. When we are saying ordered, ordered, ordered. Only dictionary and set are unordered. But what is the difference here? Here you are saying that unique object. In mathematics, we read set, right? Usually we define set A, set B. There are a lot of properties between set A, whether these two sets are interacting with each other. they are intersecting with each other at this particular area, right? Whether what is the union of these two sets? The union of this set is this particular part and this whole part, right? So for whenever we need this mathematical operation like intersection, union, difference between these two sets, what is the difference? Okay, difference item inside it. So for that purpose, sets are getting used. So set is not straightforward like that as we are using list L1 equal to this. Okay, you need to specifically create the object of set. If when you are saying obj set equal to, you need to say set. Then to this object you can add items. Say add items. I am adding one item here. Okay, for example like this. Okay, let me go further. Here itself we will cover it. Okay, add a single item. Add multiple items. It's update, right? So as we saw in the dictionary also, we have update method. So it will add the multiple items. Remove. It can remove a particular item, whatever you want to remove. Error if not found. This is the thing here. If you are trying to remove an item which does not exist, it will throw you the error. Okay, discard. Remove element, no error if not found. So if you want to avoid the error to achieve the same thing, we can use the discard method. Okay. So again, it's the pop method. It returns and random element. Okay. Because here again it is unordered, right? So it really don't know. It is not going to return from the last. Clear will clear this, copy will copy it. Union returns a new set with all the elements from the both set. If my first set having item 1, 2, my another set having items 3, 4, right? Then it is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 in the case of union. Intersection returns common items. So when I am saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then it is going to return me 3 here. 3 is the common item out of this, right? So what is the difference? Return elements only in the first set. Okay. So how it is different basically when 1, 2, 3, 4. What is either it can be a difference. This what is the difference between these two sets? Either this value can be different or this value can be different, right? So it is saying that it will always return you this first set because this is the difference if I am calculating these two, right? So returns element only in the first set. So that will automatically be the difference. If I am saying that set A and set B, right? It all having value 1 and 2 and it having value 3 and 4. What is the difference between these two sets? Either this can be a difference or this can be a difference. So it is saying that in between these two, these are the different value because 3 and 4 are already there if I am comparing with B. Okay. So 1 and 2 are different value. So we are going to cover this few of the methods here. Okay. Let's go further on the hands on. Just a sec. Dictionary. Okay. Before this only I will set a set so that now you guys tell me I want to create one dictionary. Dictionary 1. How to create a dictionary? What is the syntax for creating a dictionary? The key and the value, right? Suppose I am saying A, then my another key is K2, then I am saying B, I am saying that another key K3, then I am saying C, right? So this is the way to create a dictionary. So how I am saying that this is dictionary, right? How you can check the type of this. It will tell you it's a dictionary, right? It's a dictionary, right? Now, what are the different method we discussed? If I want to add one item to this, how I will add one item to this dictionary? If I want to add one item, I want to add one item to this dictionary. Okay, let me press that tab. You guys can tell me. We have any items? We have any way to add items to this out of this methods? Anyone can tell me?
Add method, sir. Add method.
Sorry, which one you are saying?
I say add method.
Where is that method? I press the dot and I press the tab, right? There is no such method. Yeah. There is no such method. You okay?
Yeah.
There is update method exists there, okay, but not add. What update will do? If I am saying that k1 equal to 1 instead of this, right?
Yeah.
So now what will happen? I run this. It is a so now what data will have the dictionary 1? Can anybody tell me? What items dictionary will have now? What data dictionary will have now?
K1:1 in the place of 1. So starting, it's update the value.
Yes, it updates the value, right? So we are updating the value of a particular key, it is going to update that particular value. Okay. Not only this, this is the one way key we only give this. Okay. Suppose what I am doing here. Now if I am writing this here, okay, same thing I am writing here. Yeah, and I said there is another key also here, key 4 equal to this. What will happen in this case? It will have the one extra item here, which is K4. Okay. Because update is not saying that I am only updating this key, whatever the data you, if you will see that if that key exists there, it is going to update that key. Otherwise, it is going to add that particular key here, that we read it here, right? Dictionary, what update is doing? Update dictionary with another dictionary. Okay. So if I am creating a dictionary here, if the key exists here, it will update it, otherwise it will not update. It will add that item. Okay, fine. So now if I want to get all the, if I want to pop a item out of this, I want to pop a item out of this. Okay. So what I need to do? Which method I should use? Pop items, because I am saying pop item, I am not saying pop. Okay. There are two methods here, pop item. So what is the difference between pop and pop items? Pop, if you are calling pop item, you don't need to pass the key to it, it will automatically pop out the last item for you. But once you are saying pop, you need to specify which particular key you want to pop from this. Now if I am saying that I want to pop the key 2, okay, then in this if I will rerun it again, then it will only have the 2 values. K2 got removed, right? Fine?
Yes.
Yeah. So that only we read it here, right? What pop is doing? Removes the key and return its values. You need to define the key, but once you are saying item, you don't need to define the any key here. It will automatically give you the data, right? Okay. So I would like to stop it here, because if you will start the set, okay, then it's going to take some more time. Again, yeah, we can take some another example here. If you want to update a particular value also here, you can update in the another format like dict1 by just simply defining the key 3. If I am saying that key 3 equal to, because it's not immutable, okay, you can change the value. Instead of C, I am saying D, right? And let me comment this particular code here. So now it updated the value D. Okay. So we can update the value of a particular key also by simply assigning a new value to it. Right. This is the pop item. This is the update scenario. Yeah, this is the default scenario. Okay. So what I am saying here, if I am saying that I want to return a value, this is my dictionary. Okay. Let me take it above itself instead of writing it here. This is my dictionary. Does this dictionary having any value? K3. Okay. Sorry. We are talking about the character, so we will take it a character here itself. You see here, right? The key did not exist there, but as soon as I set the default for the key, it will give me this value. Okay, and this key is also coming here. Now, what I am doing, I want to fetch the value of K4. What it will do? Sorry, what will happen in this case? Anybody can tell me?
Give error.
No, give as set a default.
No, you set the default for that particular key, not for this key. This key did not exist here.
Yeah.
Okay, key error, because key did not exist. So what I am trying to say here, if for this particular key I am setting the default value, this key did not exist here, then it is going to give, if I am setting 5 here, then it is going to give me that particular value for this particular key. Okay, so that is the use of default. You cannot access. That is the first way, okay, in any sequence. When if it is index based you are fetching, if the index is not there, then it will give error. If you are fetching it through key, the key is not there, it will give you error. Okay. So here another example, if you want to copy it, let's talk about the copy example here. We did not discuss it earlier. We can cover it here for this particular thing. Okay. Let me talk about here. Okay. What I am saying here, dict2 equal to dict1. Okay. So if I will try to print dict2, okay, so it contains all those 4 items here. Right now, what I am saying here, dict2 equal to K5 equal to, instead of E, I am saying F. Okay, and I am printing this here instead of that there, right? And I am printing the dict1 also. What will happen in this case? What we did here? We did a deep copy of this object here, right? We create a deep copy of this object here. So if you are doing this particular thing, the dictionary 2 will also get affected and dictionary 1 will also get affected. You saw that. I only made the change in the dictionary 2, but the dictionary 1 also got affected, right? But here, instead of here, if I will say copy 1, copy method, right? Dictionary 1 dot copy, in that case, it will not change the value of this particular object, it will only change the value of the first object, right? So that is the example of copy. So if you don't want to affect your existing object, so we need to use the copy. Copy is doing a shallow copy of this object. Okay, it means it is creating a new reference, memory reference in that system. It's creating like a new variable. Okay, it will take its own things. It is not going to impact. But if I am only saying it, it is maintaining the reference of the same. If any change is happening, the actual value inside that will also change. Okay, so this is the same concept for dictionary also. We can also use the same thing there. Okay, so same thing apply for the list also. Okay, anything you guys want to discuss here? I will give you the exercise for this particular thing. I show you the set method. We discuss the set also. I will give you some exercise of set also. Okay, so if you have any question on the sets regarding the exercises, we can discuss it tomorrow. Try to do it. Okay, if you are able to do it, it's good. If you are not able to do it, we will take it tomorrow. Fine?
Yes.
Thanks a lot for joining this session. We will meet tomorrow. I am closing this
Thank
session.
you.
Thank you.